Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. DAR is adding automated landing capabilities to the TBM 940. NASA urges people to watch historic manned flight from home. And the NBAA cuts staff. Happy Friday and welcome to the show. I'm Sophie Herlock. DAR's 2020 TBM 940 turboprop aircraft will be equipped with HomeSafe, an emergency system that automatically brings the airplane to a runway touchdown if the pilot becomes incapacitated. The system is activated manually by a prominent orange button atop the cockpit instrument panel. Its software integrates weather, traffic, and terrain information to select the best airport for landing, taking into account fuel range and runway length. The pilot can override the auto-land function at any time to resume normal flight conditions by simply disconnecting the autopilot. HomeSafe is available as part of the G3000 integrated flight deck and has been under development for the TBM since 2017. DAR has submitted HomeSafe to European and U.S. aviation authorities for certification expected this spring, enabling first deliveries of the Autoland System in its top-of-the-line turboprop version in June. The system will also be available for retrofit on earlier production TBM 940 aircraft at an introductory price of $85,000. We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
Well, hello, fellow flight instructor. It's been over a month now since we all started working and studying from home, and we hope we'll all be able to get back in the cockpit soon. But until then, King Schools is offering an even better deal on our flight instructor refresher courses.
Right now, you can get our FERC for only $93. Plus, you get our King Schools Aviation e-library free with your FERC purchase. Use the code HOME when you order.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip Around the Patch. On Monday, the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds concluded their 2-week joint flyover of American cities to honor COVID-19 first responders in Operation America Strong. And while the joint demonstrations have come to an end, the teams will continue to conduct individual flyovers in the coming days. Updates on where and when you can see these flyovers will be posted to the team's individual Twitter pages. GE Aviation is planning on permanently reducing their employee base by as much as 25% in the upcoming year to cut costs, protect the business, and scale down to the realities of their commercial market. In a letter to his colleagues, GE Vice Chair, President and CEO David Joyce stated, global traffic is expected to be down approximately 80% in the second quarter when compared to the start of the pandemic's effect in China in early February. Our aircraft manufacturers have announced reduced production schedules that will extend into 2021 and beyond, reacting to the projected prolonged recovery. The FAA is awarding almost $1.2 billion in airport safety and infrastructure grants to 439 airports across the country. The total includes $731 million in Airport Improvement Program grants and an additional $455 million in supplemental discretionary grants. The money will be available for 100% of the eligible costs under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. A Boeing-led Australian industry team has presented the first unmanned loyal Wingman aircraft to the Royal Australian Air Force. The aircraft, which uses artificial intelligence to extend the capabilities of manned and unmanned platforms, is the first to be designed, engineered, and manufactured in Australia in more than 50 years. As the first of 3 prototypes for Australia's Loyal Wingman Advanced Development Program, the aircraft also serves as the foundation for the Boeing Air Power Teaming System, being developed for the global defense market. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
Affordable and economical, Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. Offering excellent fuel efficiency and a durable composite design, the Alpha Trainer can be operated from virtually anywhere. Whether you're a first-time aircraft owner, assembling a fleet, or running a flight school, the Light Sport Alpha Trainer from Pipistrel is a dynamic option. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine has an unexpected message to space fans everywhere interested in celebrating the upcoming launch of the first manned mission from U.S. soil in nearly a decade. Stay home and watch the launch either online or on TV. The challenge that we're up against right now is we want to keep everybody safe, and so we're asking people not to travel to the Kennedy Space Center, and I will tell you that makes me sad to even say it. Boy, I wish we could make this into something really spectacular, Bridenstine stated. NASA and SpaceX are targeting 4:32 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday, May 27th for the launch of the Demo 2 flight, which will be the first time a commercially built and operated American rocket and spacecraft will carry humans to the space station. The launch, as well as other activities leading up to the launch, will air live on NASA television and the agency's website. On Tuesday, NBAA President and CEO Ed Bolen announced significant reductions to the organization's workforce, both to address challenges raised by the spread of COVID-19 and to retain a sharp focus on advocacy, strategic communications, operational support, and the production of NBAA-BACE and other events. Bolen stated, "As we know, the COVID-19 pandemic is challenging organizations of every kind, and NBAA is currently not immune to those challenges. We are working to address the challenge by looking at all aspects of our business, including significant reductions to our workforce, consistent with what we are seeing in the aviation community and beyond. This difficult but necessary step will ensure that we are strategically positioned to meet a rapidly changing series of demands, while also focusing on the initiatives essential to our members. The decisions we're making have been among our most difficult ever, but I firmly believe they are appropriate to ensure NBAA and business aviation will thrive as we look to the future." And that's it for our week, everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. To stay up to date on the latest aviation and aerospace news this weekend, head over to aero-news.net. I'll see you Monday.